welcome back to my channel, welcome to my channel if you're new around here. If you are new, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button. So today's video is a very exciting one. I'm very excited to film this. This is actually going to be a collab with my friend Emily from Emily's Wonderland. If you haven't already checked out her videos, I'm sure you will have, but if you haven't, I will leave her channel linked in the description. Basically, we are going to be doing a kind of imagineering showdown. Emily actually did this on her channel a while back with her sister Alice, and it was super fun, and I didn't want to kind of just take the idea, so I thought we could do it kind of together as a little bit of a collaboration situation, a little bit of a competition. So the concept of this video is we basically both picked a Disney film or character to base a new land in one of the Disney parks off of, and basically the idea is we want you guys watching this to go and let us know who you think should win, who you think deserves to have their land built in the parks. I will of course also leave Emily's video down below as well, so you guys can go and check out her idea that she's come up with, and yeah, let us know who you think deserves to win. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So the theme for my land is basically going to be Pixie Hollow from kind of the Tinkerbell movies, and basically I kind of want this land to basically be a bit of an extension of Fantasyland in the Magic Kingdom. Now I know they did already used to have a kind of Pixie Hollow style thing going on, and obviously that doesn't actually exist anymore. You can only meet Tinkerbell in kind of Main Street area, so this is kind of going to replace the one that used to be there and kind of an extension on Fantasyland. So the main concept for this land is actually going to be more designed for children, although I kind of really want it to be super Instagrammable as well. We all know how much I love a good Instagram spot in the parks and how popular they are. We love a good Instagram spot. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of like plants and kind of sparkly things, and a lot of like kind of similar to Pandora in Animal Kingdom, and it's going to like kind of light up at night time. I didn't want this to be in Animal Kingdom just because I do think it's kind of going to be a little bit similar to Pandora. I don't want it to kind of be the exact same, so yeah. Okay, so as you enter the land, all the cast members will be dressed as fairies. They all be in fairy costumes that have wings, maybe a little wand with pixie dust to kind of sprinkle some pixie dust over the guests, kind of like there already is in Fantasyland, kind of an extension of that. And they will all be completely in character as fairies. So first up, we're going to talk food, and the idea for the quick service that I've come up with is going to be called the Weeping Willow, and it's basically going to have kind of mainly a plant-based menu, including salads and kind of fruit cups, and maybe like a veggie burger or like a plant-based burger, that kind of thing. There will also be glittery, now this is my favourite part of the quick service, glittery pixie dust cotton candy, and desserts will have the edible flowers on them as well to kind of make it like very like garden, natural, kind of earthy like vibe to it. There will also be a character dining option which guests will be able to kind of meet and greet Tinkerbell and all of her friends. So we have Silver Mist, Rosetta, Iridessa, Fawn, Terrence and Vidya, which just sounds amazing to me. I would absolutely have loved to do something like that as a child because I was obsessed with the Tinkerbell films when I was younger. I literally went to go and see all of them in the cinema up until the age of about 14. So again, I'm thinking the food will be very plant-based, like veggie burgers and salads and maybe like some pastry type things. I'm thinking very much like Docking Bay 7 vibes with the like moss and that kind of thing. And all the chairs and tables will be made of like tree stumps and like little maybe like mushroom type things. I'm thinking the kind of atmosphere music will be very kind of calm and bright, thinking like flutes and harps and just all like calming, almost like a bit spa-like, if you will. So I basically want the main attraction to be a little bit of a 2-in-1 situation. The first part will be kind of like a maze, a little bit like the Alice in Wonderland maze in Disneyland Paris, if any of you guys know what I mean. Basically it will have kind of like lots of trees and bushes and plants, and basically it's going to be huge so that you're the kind of small tiny fairy and you're going around the maze, and the end of the maze will actually be the start of the queue or like the entrance of the main attraction, which is going to be a little bit like Peter Pan's Flight, where guests will basically sit in a little boat. I'm going to make the boat kind of designed out of like leaves, and they'll be kind of glittery, and cast members will kind of sprinkle pixie dust on them to make them fly, and the idea is they're going to basically fly up and all around the kind of land that I've come up with, the whole of the Pixie Hollow area. A little bit like the People Mover in Tomorrowland. Basically you'll be able to see up over the park and kind of down onto the people below. You'll then kind of fly in and out of like little caves where there'll be trees and the Pixie Hollow like houses and where the fairies all live and stuff like that. There'll be little market stalls I'm also thinking they'll be in the centre, like you'll kind of fly around it. There'll be the tree that you know in the films where they have the tree that has like glowing sap coming out of it. That's kind of what I'm thinking, they'll kind of go around that. There'll be some water features and they'll be glittery and sparkly. And then guests will actually exit into the kind of merchandise location, which I feel like is a very like typical Disney thing to do. I kind of want to keep that theme going. So they're going to basically exit into the merchandise store, and there'll be all loads of like fairy, Pixie Hollow merchandise. It won't necessarily be Peter Pan as such, more kind of Pixie Hollow and Tinkerbell stuff. And on the side of this there'll actually be, and this is something I'm very, very excited about, a kind of Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique-esque little salon where anyone of any age will be able to take part in this, because that's the one thing that I kind of feel sad about with the boutique, is that you can't go in there if you're like older than a certain age. So this will be for any age, anyone that wants to do it, you have to pay for it. You basically go in and the first thing that you'll do is get your hair done. You might get like a Tinkerbell bun or like curls or kind of like just any kind of style that you want, and there'll be glitter and you can have glitter on your face, and you'll get taught some pixie like fairy spells and how to do things with your magic wand. And then you will also on your way out get given a pair of fairy wings to kind of say that you kind of earned your wings and you can now fly around as a fairy, and it'll all be very cute and very fun, and yeah, very like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique vibes, which I love. And with the wings as well, I'm thinking that you'll be able to choose kind of what colour theming wings you want, so whether you want to be a garden fairy.
Oh, I don't really do mud.
But you're a garden fairy!
Ironic, isn't it?
A water fairy, an animal fairy, any of the kind of fairies they have in the films. You'll be able to kind of choose which kind of theme you'd like to go down. And yeah, so anyone of any age will be able to be transformed into a pixie. Finally, the main entertainment events will happen twice daily, once at 11 AM and once at 2 PM, so right before Festival of Fantasy. It will basically be a kind of dance performance. I've based this idea off of the Frozen celebration parade they had at Disneyland Paris recently. Basically there was a lot of dancers kind of like in like a circular stage in the middle, and they had like batons and ribbons, and it was kind of like a ballet performance type thing. It's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Obviously the entertainment cast members will be dressed as fairies and they'll be kind of dancing, and very like Mayflower-esque like festival vibe. And they'll also be encouraging the guests who are watching to take part as well. There'll be kind of maypoles, and guests will kind of like link arms and skip around and clap and join in. I love the idea of kind of an event that guests can join into to make it kind of seem really super immersive. The whole land is basically going to be as immersive as possible. I'm thinking it will smell kind of like flowers and floral, and kind of like you're in like a meadow type situation, kind of what I'm thinking anyway. There won't necessarily be any meet and greets just because of the character dining, so I'm thinking that they won't be any like main meet and greets, but maybe if the character dining isn't kind of busy, or if they're shut for maybe like an hour or so, the fairies will be able to like walk around, like Tinkerbell and all her friends will be able to walk around and kind of chat together. They'll be there to like kind of teach everyone some spells and some little tricks they can do, and kind of give them some advice on how to fly. And yeah, the whole place I think is just going to be very pretty. I want it to be quite calm, kind of like an area that guests can escape to when the park kind of gets a bit much and they just want like a chill, kind of slower pace. And I think that's where the attraction kind of works for this as well, because it is a super tame, slow ride. You'll be able to maybe eat some food whilst you're on it, do the maze rather than queuing up and waiting out in the sun the whole time. And yeah, just a very like chill atmosphere, very fun, very calm. Alright, so I think that is going to be my main idea for this video. I do hope you do like it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure you go and watch Emily's video as well to see which one you prefer, which one you'd rather have going on in the park. If I'm going to be honest, I think I'd love to see mine come to life, and if there are any Imagineers watching, then hit me up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you do subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all again very soon with another video. Goodbye!